Previously on the Gil and Rachel Marigold story. Brother and sister Gil and Rachel Marigold are vacationing with their family on Apple Island. After seeing a strange shadow person atop the lighthouse, they're warned by haggard old local Abe McShaw to stay away. Yet they continue to watch, and late one night, they see the dark figure waving to them from across the salty air. Gil, what was that?
I don't know. It certainly couldn't have been a person, right?
I don't know. I mean, it did wave at us after all. Do shadow people wave?
How should I know?
But you're the expert. You're the one that started all of this.
Hey, we both saw it, remember?
Well, did you at least get a picture of it this time? You didn't even get that?
Well, what did you want me to do? I was too busy being distracted by you.
Distracted by me? And what did I have to do with it?
You know you were distracting me.
Whatever, will you please just leave the whole shadow person in the lighthouse mystery alone now, Hardy boy?
No, as a matter of fact, I'm more intrigued than ever.
Oh, great. So you're going to pursue this even further now? Is that what you're saying?
How could I not? The thing waved at us, Rachel.
Okay, it looked like it waved at us, but how do we know it wasn't,
What, waving at something else?
Look, I don't know, okay? I mean, I'm not so sure that shadow people actually, wave at people.
Well, I'm not either, but I don't see why they wouldn't.
So I guess maybe it was more of a friendly kind of demonic force.
It is odd. Abe McShaw told me to stay away, but that thing actually waved at us.
Gil, get over yourself already. There's no such thing as shadow people.
What do you mean there isn't? Look what we've been seeing all week.
We've certainly been seeing a person all week, probably just some night janitor or something.
At 3 a.m? A night janitor? No way.
Well, how should I know what time a night janitor at a replica lighthouse goes into work?
I can guarantee you it's not third shift. The museum closes at 6, remember?
Well, then maybe he's moonlighting.
All right, whatever. If you're going to give up on proving the shadow person exists, I guess I'll just go it alone then.
Okay, no problem.
If you want to just abandon the mission, just give up on everything, go ahead.
Okay, I will.
If you're just going to take your ball and go home, just fold your hand, then just do it already.
It's already done.
All right, fine. But I still have faith. I'm still going to get to the bottom of this.
Well, have fun, Gil.
I will, Rachel.
So what's your first step going to be? Back to talking to crazy old Abe McShaw from the bar?
It's a start.
And an end.
Hey, Abe, how's it going? It's Gil. The kid with the shadow person obsession. Yeah, what is it then? I told you to stay well enough away. I bet you didn't, though. Well, yeah, you're right. I kinda didn't. I see. Of course you didn't. Well, I can't say I'm surprised. You seem like the nosy type, always getting into trouble, I bet. Kind of, yeah, actually. Well, what kind of trouble have you gotten yourself into this time? What else have you seen up there? My sister Rachel and I. Ah, yes, Rachel. I talked to Rachel the other day. Nice girl. She's okay. I bet she thinks I'm nuttier than a squirrel's nest, huh? She thought that you were a little, eccentric, yes. Well, then I suppose that I am a little bit eccentric, but I ain't crazy. I know what I see up there, and you'd be a darn fool to go up it and check. I didn't say anything about going up there to see what it was. Yeah, but you was thinking of doing it then, now weren't ya? Yeah, I kind of was, actually. How did you know? Because I know the type you are. Flashy, making the scene. I'm 13. There's not many scenes to, make. Well, you ain't gonna be making no scenes at all if you don't just hush up and enjoy your little family vacation. So what's up there? What's the big mystery? Why don't you tell me? I ain't telling a tourist no secrets of the island. The so-called locals don't even know most of the stuff I know. Except old Peggy Lynn, of course. Who is this Peggy Lynn woman? She's a woman whose family has been on this island for generations, even longer than my own, if you could even imagine that. Wow, that's Impressive. She's got the island in her bones, young Gil. She comes from the salt, from the sand. Okay. Well, do you think that maybe she could help me? She could help you just as much as I could, which is plenty. If we wanted to, which we wouldn't. Well, thanks a lot, Abe. I really appreciate that. You've been very helpful. You're darn tootin' I've been very helpful. You're just too young and dumb to know it. Well, don't you worry about me. I'll be just fine on my own. What do you mean? I mean, I'm going up there all by myself to investigate. But you can't do that. You seal your own fate, son. I guess we'll see about that. Rachel, I've had a breakthrough.
Oh yeah? You finally hit puberty?
Huh? What are you talking about? That was months ago.
Okay. So what is it?
Well, there's some woman on the island that I need to talk to named Peggy Lynn.
And who might Peggy Lynn be? The area psychic or something?
No, far from it. But she is a born and bred local whose family has gone back here generations. Even further back than Abe McShaw's.
Well, isn't that very impressive?
Yeah, well, anyway, I think that all I need to do is talk to her. I mean, since Abe refuses to talk to me about it.
Uh-huh. And how do you know that this Peggy Lynn lady will tell you anything about your supposed shadow people?
I don't. Actually, Abe seemed pretty sure that she would tell me even less than he did.
Oh, okay, great then. So where does that leave you?
It doesn't mean it's true. I'm sure that I could get something out of the old bag.
Oh, sure. Are you just going to be your regular charming self or something?
Of course, yeah. Just turn on some of that marigold man charm. What else?
So you're bound and determined to annoy her then?
Yeah, sure. Why not?
Well, I don't know when you're going to have time to do it.
What do you mean?
I mean, we leave in 2 days and a night, and how are you going to be able to find this woman?
The old school way, sis. The yellow pages.
The what?
The phone book, Rachel. I've looked her up in the phone book.
Where did you find a phone book on this island?
There's a payphone in that little diner restaurant by the bridge.
And you went there by yourself to look at it? How did you get there?
I rode my bike.
Of course you did, Gil.
But anyway, I found her name and number in there, and I'm gonna try to talk to her. A lot of those landlines go to text now.
So you're going to harass some poor old woman about this just like you harassed that poor old man?
Poor old man? But you've been making fun of him all week. What happened to that?
No, I haven't.
Yes, you have. You've been calling him smelly and dirty and old and drunk and pervy.
All right, I take the pervy part back. He doesn't seem that pervy that we know of yet.
You always think the worst of people.
You do know that we're about to go swimming with the dolphins, right? This afternoon.
But I told you that those dolphins just show up off the beach. We don't have to pay anyone to take us out.
Well, this is one of those legitimate operations with a professional.
A professional? Sure, whatever. Well, you can count me out.
Good luck explaining to Mom that you aren't going to participate in a family activity just because you want to talk to some old lady.
I'll just tell her that I don't feel good.
You've been riding that stupid bike all day.
Well, what about Sabrina? She gets to stay home and study.
Sabrina's actually taking a break. She's really excited to swim with the dolphins.
Well, how long am I going to have to wait?
At least until after that.
Hey, Mom.
Gilbert, I hope you're getting ready for this afternoon. We'll be going to lunch first and then swimming with the dolphins.
Aren't you supposed to wait at least half an hour after eating before going swimming, though?
It will be well past half an hour at that point. The place is nearly an hour away, plus a 20-minute boat ride. What? What's wrong, honey?
Well, it's just that, I'm not so sure that I really feel like going.
But what do you mean, honey? I thought that you were so excited to be swimming with the dolphins.
I mean, I guess I was, out in the wild, but...
Well, this will be even better then. You'll be up close. You can even pet them, maybe even ride them.
Ride them? I can ride a dolphin?
I don't know, maybe.
Yeah, Mom, it's just my stomach kind of hurts, and I have a headache.
Oh, please, Gil, I don't believe that for a second.
You don't?
No, not at all. You never get stomach aches.
But I get headaches sometimes, that part's true.
But the other part is a lie? Come on, honey, it'll be fun. Once you get out there in the water, I know that you'll have a good time. You'll feel much, much better when you're out on the boat.
And how is being out on a boat, on the water, going to make me feel any less ill, Mom?
Oh, Gilbert, have a little bit of faith in the healing powers of nature.
I honestly think I'm just going to stay back at the beach house, okay? I don't want to, puke on a dolphin or something.
Oh, well, no. I suppose that would be rather bad. I think we have to all sign waivers saying that we aren't sick anyway.
Well, see, there you go. Sorry, Mom, but it doesn't look like I can go today. Maybe next vacation.
But, oh dear, I'd hate for you to miss it, and we probably won't be back until after dark anyway.
After dark, you say?
Will you be all right alone?
I'll be fine, Mom. I'll be just fine. Hello, is this Peggy Lynn?
Yeah, and who in the heck is asking?
Well, my name is Gil Marigold, and I guess I'm kind of a friend of Abe McShaw.
Abe McShaw? And what does that old bastard have to do with me?
Well, the thing is, Miss Lynn.
I'm not Miss Lynn. Peggy Lynn is my first name.
Oh, well, then what's your last name?
None of your friggin' business.
Oh, okay.
Okay, then what do you want? I ain't changing my cable package and I ain't cutting the cord. I just gotta watch my news shows. You know they're taking our country away from us, don't you know?
Right. No matter who they are, huh?
How old are you anyway, Gil?
I'm 13.
13, and you're talking to old Abe? Why? He must have been drunker than a skunk to be talking to kids again.
Why is that? Is he some kind of a perv or something?
Huh? No! He's just been known to scare tourist kids with crazy stories about the island and then get the parental complaints over it.
Wait, what do you mean he's gotten complaints for telling stories?
Yes, that's what I'm telling you. Ain't you listening to me?
So, what is he talking about then?
Well, that depends. What kind of nonsense has he been spouting at you?
Look, all I need to know is, what's going on in the lighthouse?
The lighthouse? What do you mean, what's going on in the lighthouse?
You know, the shadow people.
The what?
You know what I've been seeing up there. Come on, you must know.
I don't know anything, not a damn thing, do you hear me? About no shadow person or anything else. Now just leave.
So why has he sent me to you then?
Because he's a nutter who's in love with me, that's why.
What? Really? He's in love with you?
Of course he is, and he always has been, ever since high school.
Oh, so, you went to high school together here on the island, huh?
Yep, that's right. Apple Island High, class of 1966.
What? 1966?
Well, it sure as heck wasn't 1866, and it sure heck wasn't 2066.
Wow, I didn't know people went to high school that long ago.
What? You didn't know that people went to high school back then?
Well, I mean, I thought that it was like some kind of a one-room schoolhouse type of a situation.
What are you, some kind of an idiot?
Look, all I need to know is what's going on in the lighthouse.
The lighthouse? What do you mean what's going on in the lighthouse?
You know, the shadow people.
The what?
You know what I've been seeing up there. Come on, you must know.
I don't know anything, not a damn thing. Do you hear me? About no shadow person or anything else. Now just leave me alone. Do you understand?
Okay, fine. I'm sorry. Jeez.
Good. You better be. Now go on and run off to your mother.
But, one thing though, ma'am.
What? What is it?
Well, why do you want to confirm or deny the existence of shadow people?
Because if it came out of that crazy old bastard's mouth, it ain't worth confirming nor denying.
Well, thanks anyway, Peggy Lynn.
Yeah. Enjoy your stay with us, tourist.
Rachel, I talked to Peggy Lynn.
To who? Never mind, I don't care. I'm mad at you, Gil. I'm furious, actually.
But why are you furious? What did I do this time?
Because now I have to be out on this stupid boat all by myself.
But I thought that you wanted to swim with the dolphins.
No, I didn't. I specifically told you that I'm freaked out by dolphins and I want nothing to do with them.
Oh, well, sorry. I must have misunderstood or something.
Yeah, you must have.
Well, it can't be all that bad. At least you have Sabrina out there to keep you company.
Sabrina is out here having the time of her life with those fish.
They're mammals, Rachel. Come on, get it straight.
Whatever they are, I don't care. I'm just sitting here getting seasick while Sabrina thinks that she's communicating with them.
Just breathe through your mouth and out through your nose. Or is it the other way around? Anyway, listen. I talked to Peggy Lynn and she neither confirmed nor denied the existence of the shadow people in the lighthouse.
Gil, we're leaving tomorrow morning, right?
Yeah?
So then maybe it's time to wrap this thing up, don't you think?
Oh yeah, it totally is, and that's why I'm going up there tonight.
Gil, didn't you learn your lesson last time?
What last time? You mean when we saw the thing up there and it freaking waved at us?
Yes, and we both almost had heart attacks about it all.
Yeah, and then I distinctly remember that the next day you said it was all a bunch of horse crap.
In so few words, yes I did.
So then what is it then? What the heck is that thing up there?
Why don't you just try to enjoy our last day here on the island? Go fishing, go swimming.
I don't want to go fishing.
Right, you just want to investigate paranormal activity.
Of course I do.
Well, I'm not going to be spotting you this time, just so you know.
What do you mean you aren't going to spot me? You aren't going to watch the lighthouse?
No, absolutely not. We have a big day of driving the next day. I need to get some sleep.
But you aren't driving. In fact, you're almost 17 and you don't even have your learner's permit yet.
I'm going to get it, okay? I'm just an anxious driver.
Yeah, sure.
Well, I don't want to be involved in this anymore. I've told you time and time again.
All right, fine, don't help me. But when I prove the shadow person's existence once and for all, don't expect me to give you partial credit.
Well, you're going to need at least someone's help then.
Yeah, maybe 2 people. Hey, Abe, it's Gil again. What's up?
Aye, it's the boy again. Listen, I've had just about enough of ye, understand?
I know, but listen, I'm going to be going home tomorrow, and I've decided that tonight's the night.
Tonight's the night for what, you crazy kid?
Tonight's the night to go up in the lighthouse and finally see what's going on.
I've told ye already, do not go up in that lighthouse.
But do you really think that there's some evil presence that's going to get me?
Yes, and I ain't gonna tell ye again neither.
But what is it, Gabe? What is this evil presence that you're talking about?
It's the evilness of mockery and pain, that's what. It's the evilness of lonesomeness and heartache and friendless self-loathing, son.
It's... what?
That's right. Unless you want to feel the pain of 1,000 bullies pressing on your chest at the same time, I highly suggest that you stay in your jammies under the covers where it's safe and warm.
I don't understand. What are you talking about? Mockery and pain?
That's all you need to know. Now, if you'll excuse me, I've got a lot of thinking to do. The night is a-creeping in.
Okay, Abe. Well, if you insist, but I guess it's been real.
Aye, been real indeed, son.
Hi, Peggy Lynn. This is Gil Marigold again. How are you this evening?
The boy? What the heck do you want this time? And so late in the evening.
Yeah, well, I'm sorry about that, but the thing is, I go home tomorrow and...
Good, you're going home. A few less merry tourists stomping around the islands, leaving cigarette butts for the gulls to choke on.
I don't smoke, and neither does anyone in my family smoke.
Well, good for you bunch of self-righteous health freaks. I bet you're vegetarian too then now, aren't you?
My oldest sister is, actually.
The future is doomed. Now what do you want this time?
Well, you see, the thing is, Peggy Lynn, I'm going home tomorrow, like I said.
Yes, like you said. I've already got that part.
Okay, well, I think that tonight, I'm going to go up into the lighthouse to finally get some evidence of the shadow people.
Oh boy, didn't I tell you to leave it alone?
But you also said that they didn't exist, and now I need your help.
And how could this old lady possibly help you with something as idiotic as that?
Well, my sister Rachel won't help me, you see?
Your sister Rachel sounds like a very smart girl.
Yeah, well, she's alright, I guess. But Abe McShaw won't help me either. Now I need somebody to spot me, to have eyes on the top of the lighthouse while I climb.
So old Abe wouldn't help you, huh? That's a big surprise.
I guess it really isn't. He seems pretty scared of the place.
Well, that's a little bit funny, considering how much time he spends there.
What do you mean?
And he always has spent time there. Not that anyone could say that he really wants to. The man is unwell.
What are you talking about, Peggy Lynn? I feel like there's something that you aren't telling me.
The thing is, young man, old Abe McShaw isn't exactly as tough and confident as you may think he is.
I don't know about that. I thought he was a pretty cool guy.
Yeah, well, no offense, but only bigger dweebs than Abe ever thought that he was cool. And those were few and far between.
What do you mean?
What, do I have to spell it out for you? Abe is the island idiot, the town laughingstock. He's been a joke ever since high school and still is.
You mean he was bullied in high school?
High school, middle school, grade school. Then he just graduated to a lifetime of abuse by the same people who did it back then.
I don't understand. What does that have to do with the lighthouse?
The lighthouse became his safe place. Whenever he feels too isolated or scared of the world, he hides up in there.
I don't understand. How does this relate to the shadow people, though?
Don't you get it, young man? What you keep seeing up there isn't some shadow person, it's him! It's Abe!
Wait, you mean Abe, goes up there when he's sad?
Yes, of course. Precisely. Glad you could finally catch on.
Oh, wow. That's so, pathetic.
And now you know why he doesn't want you in there, because he doesn't want you bothering him. Like you have been, and like you've been bothering me.
Wait a minute, he told you that I've been bothering him? You two talk to each other?
Yes, of course we talk. Him and I are tied to this island like no one else here. We have to stick together in some sense.
Wow, I had no idea. I guess I owe Abe an apology.
And what about me? Don't you owe me an apology?
Okay. Sorry, Peggy Lynn.
Good, I forgive you. Now get the hell out of here.
Yes, ma'am. Hey, Abe. Sorry to bother you again. It's Gil.
Hi, Gil. What do you want? I'm tired this morning. A bit weary.
Oh, yeah? Do you want to talk about it?
Not with ye, I don't.
Right. Well, listen. I just wanted to say that I'm really sorry for bugging you so much this week about the, shadow person in the lighthouse.
Yeah, it's about time you come to your senses on that. I suppose you didn't go up in it last night like you planned to?
No, I really didn't want to bother you.
What do you mean?
It's okay, Abe. I know that it's been you in there all along. Peggy Lynn told me all about it.
Big mouth Peggy Lynn strikes again, then.
I just wanted to tell you that, that I get bullied too.
You get bullied? At school, you mean?
Yeah, sometimes.
By who? Who bullies ye?
A couple kids, Aaron and Jesse. I don't know, they're jerks.
Well, don't let 'em bother you. You don't want to end up like me, do ye? Crying himself up there in some lighthouse when he's sad.
No, it's okay, Abe. It's okay if you have to go someplace to be sad.
Tis?
Of course tis. It's not right that people here made fun of you back then, and it's not right that they make fun of you now.
Yeah, I know that, but what can I do about it? I mean, after all these years. It's a bit hard to start standing up for yourself now, don't you think?
Well, I guess so, but I know that you can do it, and Peggy Lynn can hold you accountable, and heck, I can too.
But how are ye gonna do it? Ain't ya going back home with your family soon?
Yeah, this morning, actually.
Oh, I see. Well, I gotta say, I think I'm gonna miss you, son.
It's a global world now, Abe. We can still keep in touch very easily.
Aye, but all I got is me flip phone.
I'm sure that someone can help you out with that.
Alright, well, you take care, Gil. And bon voyage.
Bon voyage, Abe.
That day, the Marigold family began their long journey back home from Apple Island. Gil decided to not tell Rachel the true story about the shadow people, and she never asked. Just as well, he thought. He and Abe still keep in touch, and Abe now does a much better job at defending himself when the townsfolk make fun of him. He no longer isolates himself in the lighthouse when he's sad, and instead leans on his old friend Peggy Lynn.